Phones are an important part of our lives and they have to last a year. Else, we won't last our mom's scolding. And all these companies fool us in numerous ways. A lot of us spend a substantial part of our income on these phones. That's why these decisions should be based purely on facts so that we do not regret our decisions. Without wasting any more time today, I'll tell you the things you need to take care of before buying a smartphone. Hey guys, I'm Roshan Dash and welcome to Tech Village. First off is display. Displays are such a show off. They always need our constant attention, pun intended. Okay, coming to the point, there are two things you need to look out for. One is the screen resolution and other is the screen type. Full HD, that is 1920 by 1080 pixels, is more than enough for our eyes, and it also saves on battery. So do not be disappointed if you do not get a QHD or a 4K display. The screen types are either LCD or OLED. Samsung's OLED are called AMOLED, and make sure that you buy an OLED because they are much better than LCD. And since you spend most of your time constantly engaging with your displays, that matters the most. Next up is a very difficult question for people who want to buy a budget phone. Do I go for a better camera or do I go for a better processor? See, I'll make it very simple for you guys. If you want to play high-end games, you're better off buying a phone with a better processor so that you get better performance. And if nothing matters for you, I would suggest you to go for a phone with a better camera, because that's all that matters, I guess. Next is processor. For a processor, remember that all that quad core, hexa core, octa core, etc. are just marketing gimmicks made by all these big companies to fool you into buying their phones. The reality is that it does not matter that much on a phone. Apple's quad core can easily beat the crap out of any octa core processor in the market right now. The raw processing power is what matters, and you can do a simple Google search of the Antutu or the Geekbench scores of the phones which you want to compare. The higher one has a better performance. If it all gets very confusing, watch some YouTube PUBG videos. That's the best comparison metric for most people. Now the vision. If you can see that red subscribe button, please click on it to check if you have a good vision. Okay, bad joke. Just hope it works. Okay, the camera. These companies are experts in making you believe that megapixels are everything. No, they are not. Ask any professional photographer, he'll tell you the size of the image sensor, the aperture of the lens, autofocus, blah blah blah. All these things are the things which matter, and megapixel, nobody cares about it. Simply speaking, you need to just forget about the megapixel count. Check the aperture. The larger it is, the better it is. And dual lenses, triple lenses, optical image stabilization, 4K video recording or 1080p 60 fps video recording, slow motion video capture, all these are some desirable features. The best way to check how good the phone takes photos is to check for some photos online. I'll tell you how to do it. Go to the device specification and check which camera are they using. Type the camera sensor name into Google and then check. For example, on the OnePlus 7 Pro, Sony XMOD 586 is present. You can see the details on Wikipedia's XMOD page. Over here, you can see the devices which have the same sensor. If you have to compare two sensors, go with the one with the larger aperture, that is 1 by 1.6 f instead of 1 by 2 f. So if there's a new phone in the market, then you'll have a rough idea of what is it similar to. The low light performance and capability will be similar. Whether or not you like the camera depends on the optimizations done by the brand. For example, portrait mode, beauty mode, etc. Companies have their own style, so it depends on whether you like it or not. I'm forgetting something. I guess my storage is full. Do not go for anything less than 32 GB. 64 GB is desirable, 128 GB is good. 256 GB and above is usually an overkill unless you shoot a lot of videos. If the difference between 64 GB and 128 GB is a couple of $1,000s and you can afford it, then go for it because it surely is beneficial. Storage usually depends on the budget. If you can afford more, go for it, but do not sacrifice on features just for the sake of storage. There are two types of storage. One is UFS and other is eMMC. Usually the phones with Snapdragon processors come with the UFS storage. Go with UFS storage 2.1 and above. eMMC storage is usually a bit slow, so better not go for that. Battery. In batteries, size matters. The larger it is, the better it is. Unless it's an iPhone, go for phones with batteries above 3000 mAh. If it has dash charge, quick charge, VOOC charge, etc., it is very helpful. These fast charging techniques is a real convenience. It charges your phone really fast in a very short period of time. Make sure that the fast charger comes included in the box with your phone. Also, having wireless charging might make you feel good, but it is not worth it. First of all, it charges really slow, and also you have to buy an additional dock for wireless charging, which is not worth it. So that should not be a deal breaker for you guys. Note that the charging time from 0 to 100% is almost similar for normal charge or either of these fast charging techniques. The place where these fast charging features shine is from 0 to 60%. So that is only where you see the difference. RAM. Don't go with devices which have only 1 GB. Even 2 GB is bad. 4 GB is good. Anything more than 6 GB is just pure marketing gimmick. So yeah, you make your call there. Fingerprint sensor. Nowadays, face unlock is very popular, but it is quite unsecure. So if you want your phone to be a bit secure, you can go with a phone which has a fingerprint sensor with it. Design. The plastic bodies make the phone feel really cheap. Aluminium or glass body make the phone feel premium, but the glass bodies are usually a bit brittle, so if you drop it, the whole body shatters. And the phones with a metal body do not usually support wireless charging, and also they get a bit heated with extended use because the metal is used as the heat sink for all the heat to get dissipated from the phone. Waterproof phones are totally worth it. Phones which are certified with either IP67 or IP68 means they are water and dust proof. The higher the IP rating, the better it is. For sound, check if your phone has stereo speakers, that is 2 speakers. If that's there, it's really good. Otherwise, also just check the volume and whether you like it or not. And also check for a 3.5mm jack if you need it. Nowadays, most phones have just neglected that hole. I guess you'll have tough luck finding something with a 3.5mm jack. And if you want FM radio, search for a phone with FM radio too. But these things are all very rare these days. OS updates. Check the devices from the manufacturer which are at least 2 to 3 years old and see how the manufacturer updated their phones. So you'll get a rough idea of where your phone stands. Try to get a phone with the latest version of Android. Currently it is Android 9.0 Pie. Most of the device specifications I've talked about can be found either on Wikipedia or GSM Arena or the manufacturer's website itself. You can check it there. Do not rush for a phone. Search for a bit about the brand and about the phone online before making a purchase, whether it has faced any issue or not. Like, the best advice I can give you is to type the phone's name and click on the Google News search. There you'll find if there's something wrong with the phone. Do not rush and make an impulsive decision just for one feature. Check a little bit about the brand, whether you have the service center nearby, how is the warranty, etc. before making a purchase. There will never be a right time to buy a new phone. If you perpetually keep waiting for a phone, there'll be a new phone and one more and one more and one more, and it'll keep going on. A new product is always just around the corner. Just make your decision unless a new phone which you are eagerly waiting for is going to be released in the next couple of months. Thanks for watching, guys. Please like, share and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.